This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Now, the cameras are ready, the headset is on, it's game time.
Alrighty, hi, hello, and welcome here to West Fargo High School out in West Fargo, North Dakota. Here on Magnitude Sports, bringing you this presentation of the 2021 Lions All-Star Basketball Class A versus Class B. My name is Eric Tiongson. Here on Play-by-Play, I'll have Mike Mason joining me with colors shortly, as we're about 5 minutes away from the opening tip here between Class A and Class B. Night 2 here of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series out in Bismarck last night. And we'll have the same two teams here, boys and girls, on tap here tonight as well. And it's going to be a reversal now, as Class B is going to be the home team. Class B will be wearing purple, Class A wearing gold. We're getting starting lineups in right now, and that's what we're waiting for as far as Mike goes. He's on the case getting the starting lineups. What I have heard is at least it sounds like that most of the East region players are going to be starting here tonight. Makes sense since we're out in the eastern part of the state as opposed to the western part. But we will go through the rosters right now while we have some time. For those of you that might have not tuned into the first game, starting off with Class A, there's number 12 Emma Mogan, number 14 Riley Wacha, number 15 Taylor Fay, number 21 Jill Gallus, number 22 Alex Page, number 23 Julia Fitterer, number 24 Ashley Holen, number 25 Ramsey Brown, number 30 Ashton Kinnenbrew, number 31 Moha Kim, number 34 Jalen Martinson, and number 44 Sydney Gustafson, with alternates Brooklyn Keening, Jasmine Sondrel, Jaden Dieterle, Michaela Anderson, Ella Foss, and Kate Busick. And for Class B, their roster shapes up like this: number 2 Mackenzie Hughes, number 3 Sam Oase, number 4 Julia Dusick, number 5 Carly Seabean, number 10 Elizabeth Shanelick, number 11 Kaylee Lowry, number 12 Cassie Seabean, number 13 Madeline Schmidt, number 14 Alyssa St. Pierre, number 32 Abby Kubas, number 35 Hannah Hagel, number 40 JC Hall, and then an alternate in McKenna Rollins. So that's how the roster shape up between these two teams. As you can see them getting a few warm-ups in right now, just getting ready for the game. I was told by Mike earlier on, as take a look and pan over at Class A. Well, you might not be able to recognize certain players based off the warm-ups that they're wearing, because I've heard that there's a tradition in this series that sometimes players like to wear warm-up jerseys and jackets, whatnot, of the opposing team, and that's a fun little quirk that I learned about 10 minutes ago. So for those of you at home watching, maybe confused why a certain player isn't in their school's getup, well, that is why. It's just part of the series. But as you can see, it's Class B that's already ready. They've got their warm-ups off and their jerseys on. They're getting a few shots up and ready to go, as we're now about 2.5 minutes away from the opening tip here live from West Fargo, North Dakota. Once again, Class A versus Class B. The girls up first at 6 o'clock, scheduled opening tip. And then following that, 2 hours later at 8 o'clock is the scheduled opening tip for the boys. Mike Mason back in the booth now. Any thoughts here as we're about ready to get started?
Well, certainly looking forward to this girls game here. Class A took the sweep last night in both the girls and the boys games. And, you know, I was mentioning this to Matt Mitzel last night. I think it's kind of one of those things where they just had to get that first game out of the way. I think both teams are going to come into this game, this second game, a little bit more confident now that they've played a game with each other. Because remember, I know the two Sieben girls have played together, but that's about it. Otherwise, everybody's from different teams. So now that they've gotten a game under their put a check mark past next to the first game, I think that both these teams are going to come out a little bit more confident. I think it's going to be a little bit more balanced contest here. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Sometimes we talk about when you see two teams that are like 12 and 3, and then another team comes in, they're like 7 and 11. You don't want to count the 7 and 11 team out in that scenario, and that's kind of what we're looking at here as well. That's kind of the idea that I'm shooting towards here. Looks like we're about a minute away. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, including Nodak Insurance, Essentia Health, Rainbow Shop, Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Uber Eats, Game Time, Sanford Health, Dakota Community Bank and Trust in Bismarck, as well as Bell Bank. We certainly appreciate your support for making the Lions All-Star games possible. And once again, if I failed to mention, Nodak Insurance Company is a corporate sponsor, and they are proud supporters of the Lions All-Star games. So we certainly appreciate their support as well. Let's see here, about 20 seconds away, I believe they're going to have the color guard. So what we're going to do is we'll keep it here during the national anthem, but if that national anthem isn't sung by a student, we're going to have to mute the audio, because even though it's a 300-year-old song, YouTube still sends out copyright strikes on the national anthem. So we apologize in advance for that, but that's just how it is. So we'll turn it over to our PA announcer now.
There's the scores table. The official score will be Rob Weaver. Scoreboard clock operator Gerald Lund. And the shot clock timer will be Greg Lund. Officials for tonight's game: Adam Brent, Jeff McCracken, and Todd Rowe.
And another thing I've noticed is they're just going through formalities down there on the PA announcer. This gym is either a lot bigger and can hold more people, or not as many people showed up here tonight as they did last night at Bismarck Legacy. That I wouldn't go to say that this big. I think the two gyms are about the same in size as far as capacity is concerned, but we'll see if more people start to filter in here over the next couple minutes.
Yeah, it certainly is one of the first basketball games, I think, with probably the loosest restrictions that we've ever had for social distancing.
Yeah.
Essentially back to normal, so hopefully we will see these seats fill up and have a nice atmosphere, as it looks like now they're doing introductions.
Non-starters from Shiloh, number 40, J.C. Hall. From Dickinson Trinity, number 32, Abby Lewis.
So yesterday, all the girls on the rosters from the East team started, from the West team started, and now, after talking to coaches, it's going to be the girls from the West teams that'll be starting, with the exception of one, because you can only have 5 starters, unfortunately, and there's 6 of them on the roster. So
I'm sure that 6-1 will be getting plenty of action as well.
And now the starting lineup for the Class B All-Stars. At guard from Thompson, 5'5", number 2, Mackenzie Hughes.
As Mackenzie Hughes of the Thompson Tommies.
From Grafton, 6-foot-tall guard number 4, Julia Dushek.
Julia Dusek from the Grafton Spoilers.
Number 5, Carly Sieben.
And Carly Sieben is also from the Grafton Spoilers.
Guard number 12, Maxie Sieben.
And that'll be her sister, who's also from the Grafton Spoilers. So,
5'10", number 35, Hannah Hagel.
Hannah Hagel from the Carrington Cardinals. And I want to thank our friend that messaged us on Facebook after we said her name wrong in yesterday's broadcast. So we certainly appreciate the note, and I hope we got it right. So, matter of fact, I spoke to assistant coach Jay Bachman, and he's like, it's when I was asking for starters and he pronounced it wrong, I was like, I had somebody message me saying it was said this way. And he's like, okay, well, if somebody messaged you, go ahead and say it that way. So we'll do that.
From Valley City, Jaden Deagley. From Bismarck Century, Michaela Anderson. From Red River, Ella Mossy. Stanley, Kate Busick. The non-starters for the Class A All-Stars from Watford City, number 12, Emma Hogan. From Bismarck, number 21, Javi Bolas. From Bismarck Century, number 23, Julia Bitter. From Watford City, number 24, Ashley Holden. From Bismarck Century, number 30, Ashton Bitter. From Devil's Lake, number 34, Jalen Markinson. And from Baghdad, number 44, Cindy Christensen. And now the starters for the Class A All-Star basketball team. From Cargo Davies, a 5'10" forward, number 14, Riley Watcha. Also from
Riley Watcha had 8 points in yesterday's game. And Taylor Fay, one of the 2 leading scorers with 10. Alex Page, a 1,000+ point scorer from Red River. And Ramsey Brown, also a 1,000+ scorer from Devil's Lake. And last but not least, Mo Hakim from the Shanley Deacons.
I wonder how many combined points there would be between these 2 teams.
Well, I can give you the answer as of before yesterday. All time, not including yesterday's game, 5,016 to 47-53. The Class A girls have outscored the Class B girls, and 44 of the 73 games have gone to Class A, while the other 29 have gone to Class B. So that, and like I said, that does not count yesterday's game. So,
wow. Well, there you have it.
There's your answer, Eric. Page 62, I believe, is where the rosters are at.
And Cadet Thomas Lemon. We ask that you please remain standing in respectful silence following the anthem until the colors have been retired from the floor. Our anthem this evening will be sung by Emma Lotto, who will be a senior at Fargo South High School this fall. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars
Well, there's a lot of chatter in the, did you find the page I was looking at? I'm pretty sure I was pretty close. Let me get that back. We have this big book here of about 150 pages. And when he asked that question, I was like, I know where it's at. It's on the very last page. So then, there we go.
There we go.
Found it. Well, we did one of these yesterday, so let's do one more. Not quite as many people packed into West Fargo High School as it was last night at Bismarck Legacy, but the simple fact is there's people here, and there's more people here than we've seen in about a year and a half, if not a little bit longer than that. So,
alrighty, it's about time for game time. Opening tip, it's going to be Hakim versus Dusick. And here we go, underway, opening tip, and it goes to Class A, and it's in the hands of the Davies Eagle, Riley Wacha. Out on the perimeter, corner three on the way, and that one off the mark. Offensive board, Hakim. And a new possession for Class A as whistle's going to come in. And it's going to be our first foul of the game.
It originally looked like a travel by Hakim, but I guess something else happened down there that I couldn't see from up here, so.
Off the inbound, Wacha looking for an opening. Out back with Hakim. Off the dribble, she swings it out. Taylor Fay. Fay with the dribble drive. And now it looks like you will have your travel called. You were just a few seconds early on that one. As the travel is going to be called, and it's going to be in the hands of Class B. They'll get their first possession of the game.
Still 0-0 here, and at West Fargo High School, they have individual player scoreboard set up, which is going to be extremely helpful.
Here's a corner three on the way. That one up and in. Mackenzie Hughes opens the scoring with a corner three, and it's 3-0. Now coming the other way, trailing for the first time today, it's Wacha. Out back with Hakim, and Hakim taking it down low off the glass. That's what she's done in her entire career with the Shanley Deacons. Easy work again, now quickly going the other way. That three off the mark. Rebound goes out to Class A, and they're working in transition. Wacha. Swinging around, nice ball movement. Hakim kicks it out to Fay. Fay with some tough defense, swings it outside. Three on the way from Wacha. Wacha answers with a three of her own. And now Class A taking the lead. It's 5-3. One three-pointer each for both these teams. Off the dribble, it's Hagel. Seaben taking it inside, off down the baseline. That shot no good from Hughes. Hughes the lone scorer thus far for Class B. Her three-pointer opening the scoring in this ball game. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be in the hands of Class A. Wacha will bring it up. Out on the perimeter, moving the ball around. Ramsey Brown. Brown looking for an opening. Now they'll reset up top with Hakim. Back to Wacha. Wacha being defended by Hughes. Forced to pick up her dribble. Now she'll swing it out. Feed back inside to Hakim. 8 on the shot clock. Hakim gets a shot off the glass and in yet again. And Mo Hakim starting to heat up. She's got 4 of the 7 for Class A. Inside, and Hakim with the defense. Doing it on both ends of the floor. That one might be officially counted as a block, but regardless, tenacious defense on the interior. Another shot won't go. Hakim with the offensive board, but it's stolen away. Here comes Hughes in a 3-on-1. Back to Hughes, some beautiful ball movement. Couldn't quite get the bucket. Corner three on the way. Seaman gets it. 1-point game as that one is buried by Carly Seaman out in the corner. And you're right, a little bit more chemistry here between these two teams in game two. Nice little give and go in transition, just couldn't quite get the bucket. Banging the bodies down near the perimeter as Page is fighting for the ball. And it's going to be back in the hands of Class B as it looks like we're gonna have our first substitutions of the game as well. Players checking in and out for both sides. And I think it's going to be a 5-for-5 sub each. Yeah, that's what it was yesterday on 90% of the occasion. So I would suspect that we'll have something similar here today. So after the substitutions, it's going to be Madeline Schmidt bringing it up for Class B. And she swings it out to Sam Oesa.
Sam Oates, just to help you out there.
There you go.
Yeah, Oates, yeah. Don't worry, I did that to Matt Mitzel a few times yesterday, too. So.
Certainly a lot of new names to learn this time around, as gotten the privilege to see a lot of players that I haven't seen in action before. Exciting opportunity here for not only the players, but us broadcasters, too, to see some players from all across the state of North Dakota.
And as I was mentioning last night, this is basically getting the bucket there was Jalen Martinson. But what I was saying is this is basically the first graduating class. All these players played like CJV when I started my first game about 4 years ago.
Wow, so kind of cool to see the final step in evolution for their career.
Exactly, yes. 16-17 on the clock now.
Just a 3-point game between Class A and Class B. It's Class A with the lead, 9-6 your score. But it's Class B with the basketball.
A chance to tie it up here, and if they did tie it up, oh, I was gonna wait, see if that one went in or not, but if they did tie it up, that would be a huge confidence booster. And a defense there, it's gonna stay with Class A, but an outstanding job there by Class B's Madeline Schmidt.
Yeah, it was Schmidt who tried the pull-up jumper from way downtown, couldn't quite get it to go, but nice job to recover over on the defensive end with a nice play. Off the reset, here's Class A trying to take it inside. No foul's going to be called. She might have been looking for one, Julia Fitterer, but the referee says play on, and here comes Class B the other way.
So Class B with another chance to tie it up now here. Or at least draw the foul and get within one.
It's going to be Elizabeth Shanelik that's going to be going to the line, as we call her name for the first time today, and she'll be shooting 2.
So both teams with one team foul now. Sorry, Eric.
You're good. Shanelik scored 8 in the first game. She's got a chance to get her first point right here, as the first free throw won't fall. And the second one won't fall either, but a battle for the rebound. Nearly corralled right there by J.C. Hall out of Shiloh, but the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be staying with Class B. And it's going to be Schmidt that'll inbound. At least it looks to be that way. Inbounding on the near side. Only 2 ticks gone on that shot clock. Off the inbound, they'll reset up top. Now swinging it outside. And a fight for the ball, and it's going to be wrestled away. That's Martinson coming up with the defensive steal.
Martinson doing some big things since she came in off the bench on that last substitution there. She's pretty much been the Class A team, a one-man show, and she tried to prove herself right there, and then she proved me wrong. So.
Well, man, oh man, that would have been a heck of a bucket. It looks like it's going to be a blocking foul called, as it looks like Class B was trying to take the charge, but the referee is saying not quite fully set, so Martinson's going to be going to the line and shooting 2. And the first one, she gets the shooter's bounce.
Martinson with 3 points now. Matching the total she had yesterday, and now she did beat her total she had yesterday.
So a great start right there for Jalen Martinson, and a great start for Class A as well. They lead by 5. It's a 2-possession game. Inside to Hall. Hall off the glass and in.
That's the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks scoring there, and it's 11-8.
I actually remember J.C. Hall. J.C. Hall was a part of that Shiloh Christian team that actually did my first ever game for on Magnitude when they took on the Kindred Vikings way back in early January, which feels like about 8 years ago.
I know, right? That was a double triple header. 3 girls games, 3 boys games.
Yeah. That one going to be stolen away in the hands of Kubas. Now taking it inside, trying to get the layup to go off the glass. That shot won't fall by Fitterer. Now it's Class B going the other way. Down the baseline, it's Shanelik. Shanelik still on the ball. She feeds it out to Hall, but it looks like whistle's going to come in. And we're going to have some more substitutions here 8-11 your score. Class A leading by 3 with 14:27 remaining here in the first half of basketball. These two teams huddle up and talking over some X's and O's, and we're going to take a quick break and be right back. More basketball upcoming right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Already back in action out of the timeout. It's going to be Class B with the basketball, and they're going to have an inbound on the baseline. It's going to be Mackenzie Hughes taking the inbound. She swings it out. Out on the perimeter. Looks like most of the starters are back in the game. As that shot is up and good. It's a three-pointer. And it's a tie game, 11-11.
That's the second three-pointer by Mackenzie Hughes.
And now that's stolen away by Class B. They've got a chance for the lead in transition. Pushing tempo is Hughes, who's just scored. Hughes trying to go again. Ball going out of bounds, and it's going to be going the other way. But as you mentioned, Hughes already with 2 three-pointers. She's trying to get number 7 and 8 as far as points go with that take inside right there. And boy, this place would have erupted had that one gone in.
Yeah, it's still, what a move by Hakim. That was outstanding.
Hakim just phenomenal down low.
That knots the game up at 11 apiece, too.
Now back. I believe it's actually a 2-point lead for Class A.
My bad.
You're good. I think it was just the scoreboard in the stadium. A little bit slow right there. Hakim testing the three-pointer. That one off the mark, off the hands of Class B's. That's Alyssa St. Pierre.
Trenton Tiger, they have a very, very good basketball team up there in Trenton in the northwest part of the state of North Dakota. The last 2 years, they've gone undefeated in the regular season, had a little trouble in the state tournament, but she comes from a very good basketball program up there in the north part of North Dakota.
Off the steal, it's Class B going the other way. Some tough defense from Class A as it's swung out on the perimeter. Hughes kicking it out to Lowry. Now a elbow jumper on the way. The mid-ranger is good. That one from Hannah Hagel. And it knocks the game back up at 13. Back and forth affair. A three-pointer on the way.
Oh, wow.
And that one splashes in. Ashley Holing opening her account with a three-pointer. And now some pressure is being shown. Coming up to press is going to be Gallus. 16-13 your score. Class A with a 3-point lead after the three-pointer up and good. Or 16-13, excuse me. Some tough defense from Gallus as it was Hughes trying to take it inside. Whistle's going to come in, and it's going to be a foul called on Gallus, so maybe a little bit too tough of defense. It's going to be her first personal and the second team foul. 2 fouls apiece for both these teams. Some tough footwork, but ripped away right there. Trying to make something out of nothing. Hannah Hagel nearly got it when it said it's stolen away. Off the steal, it's a pull-up jumper from the baseline. That one rimming in and out, and the rebound goes out to Class B. It's in the hands now of Sieben, Cassie Sieben.
And over and back.
And over and back is right on as they go on the wrong side of the halfway line. And it's going to be a turnover. Gallus will inbound. Out with Riley Wacha.
I have to give you props, Eric. You got that name down quicker than I did. So. Gallus from the Bismarck High Demons. She knocked down, let me check the stats from yesterday here. She knocked down a total of 7 points, had 5 of those 7 in the first half in yesterday's game here as Riley Wacha goes to the free throw line, knocks down the first one.
That makes it a 2-possession game at 13-17. And a chance to make it 18-13. And she does. 2 for 2 from the line for Riley Wacha.
Well, so far, Class A is perfect from the free throw line.
That might be something to watch out for in this game, as that three-pointer off the mark from Hughes. A lot of times these games can be won or lost at the free throw line, especially in a game like this where you have players from all over. Those 3 points add up in a hurry. Wacha losing control of the ball. It's going to stay in possession of Class A, as it was tipped out by a Class B defender. Gaulis will inbound. Looking for an opening. Now she'll swing it way out up top with Wacha. Back with Gaulis. Gaulis will try a three. That one off the front iron. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be a tie-up and a jump ball. Nice hustle down low. And in the scrap, that was Ashley Holen alongside Alyssa St. Pierre.
You have to wonder if Holen and St. Pierre have spent some time in the weight room, the way they tried to wrestle that ball away from each other. They put on a lot of dominance there underneath the basket by the baseline.
Yeah, almost felt like WWE match was about to break out in the middle of our basketball game, as that one is tipped away. Sam Ose getting her hands on that one.
Well, the crowd has filled up a little bit here, so I'll give them credit, but I think Bismarck Legacy wins the capacity award if there was such thing.
That might be something they'll have to add to the repertoire next year, as a nice move pulled out the repertoire of Gallus. She has the nice silky smooth finger roll to get 2 more points, and it's 13-20, Class A leading. On the ball, it's Dusek. That one going out of bounds. It's going to be staying here.
So it looks like Carly Sieben of the Grafton Spoilers will trigger that inbounds pass from the baseline. She'll look around and get it inbounds.
Now back out on the perimeter after the inbounds pass is Dusek. Dusek working down low as the shot clock goes down to 3. The pass is thrown away. It'll be a turnover for Class B, and now you start to sense maybe a bit of momentum shift right here. Class A with what I believe is their biggest lead of the game, and they've got the ball.
Yeah, this is definitely a different Class B team from the one we saw yesterday. And as I mentioned in our pregame show, I think they just had to get that first game out of the way. And so far, I think I was pretty much spot on with that. But I don't want to hype myself up too much. You tell me, Eric.
I'd have to agree so far. It certainly seems to have a different feel to this game. You certainly wouldn't think necessarily that these are players that really haven't played with each other outside of maybe a few shoot-arounds, or maybe way back in their childhood. But we've seen some nice basketball thus far, and we're only about a quarter of the way into this game, as we've got 10:23 and ticking on the clock in this first half. 3-pointer on the way. That one a straightaway shot off the mark. Fight for the rebound. We'll see who comes up with it, and it's going to be another jump ball. It was Sam Ose who was trying to come up with the offensive board. Possession arrow is pointing in favor of Class B, so it essentially will be an offensive rebound. Looks like a timeout is going to be called as well. These two teams are going to huddle up, and we'll take a quick break with the timeout. Be right back. 20-13, Class A leading Class B. Back right after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to West Fargo High School, West Fargo, North Dakota, the site for Class A and Class B. It's the girls' game here, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. 20-13 your score on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. It's a 7-point lead for Class A. And it's Class B with the ball after the steal. Here's Dusek swinging it out. Nice ball movement and a three-pointer on the way. That one off the back iron, off of the hands of Carly Seaben. In transition, it's Faye swinging it out. Baseline jumper falling short. Faye the offensive board. The putback attempt, and it's blocked away. Fantastic defense right there from number 22, I believe. Actually, I don't see a 22. It must have been 32.
Yeah.
So it was Abby Kubas with the block.
No, Class B, they're down 7, but it sure doesn't feel like they're down 7. It feels like they're down by 1 basket. And that's how they should treat the game.
And nearly got it to go with Sam Ose. Would have been a heck of a bucket. Now going the other way, and it's a block again. This time it's Dusek.
Yep.
Jinx. Nearly banking home the 3. The bank closed as it's after 5 o'clock. 6:27 your local time. In transition, off the rebound, and it's stolen away.
Martinson from Devils Lake gets the steal there.
And she'll call her own number as she brings it up. Martinson swinging it outside on the perimeter. It's Brown on the ball. Now back with Gustafson. Martinson. Looking for an opening, it's Ramsey Brown. 8 on the shot clock here. Class A got to get a shot off soon. Gustafson off the dribble, losing possession. Now she'll force up a 3 off the front iron, which is worth noting. That would have gotten them a new shot clock.
Yeah.
The rebound does go out to Class B, but only for the moment as the ball and a few players stumble around, and it's back in the hands of Class A.
And as soon as you say that, it's not.
There's maybe a little bit of that rustiness, if you will, as it's also worth noting that the season has been done for a while for a lot of these players as well. As we saw a play like that. However, some fantastic basketball between these two teams thus far. That pass nearly stolen away as Kubas is trying to hold on to it.
Another thing to note, neither team has scored in the last 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, certainly been a lot more of a defensive game.
Yeah.
You get the feeling whoever scores next might get a big momentum swing.
This is really something that Class B has to take advantage of because, like I said, neither team has scored in the last 2.5 minutes, and if Class B could even get just 2 baskets in that 2.5 minutes, they would be at 20-7. They'd be in a 1-possession game here with the 3-point difference. But
well, let's see if they can do just that. First, they got to stop Class A, who's coming the other way after the change of possession. And it's going to be Ramsey Brown on the ball. She swings it out. Off the dribble now, Emma Mogan. Out in the corner, open 3 on the way from the corner, and it's up and good. Jalen Martinson with the corner triple. And it's a 10-point game
6
as they
points.
break the deadlock. And an answer. How about that?
Abby Kubas knocks down the triple.
And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Class B. They answer the triple with a triple of their own, and now they got a steal.
Huge trip down the court here for Class B. They need a basket of any kind.
Schmidt swings it out. Ose feeds it inside, backing down, working down Lowe's. Dusek, and it looks like a foul is going to be called.
That will be. Go ahead, Eric.
Dusek will go to the line and shoot 2.
So that foul is charged to Sydney Gustafson, the Mandan Brave. They have 3 team fouls so far here in the game. And some more substitutions here for Class B.
3 team fouls for both these two sides here early on.
4 in and 4 out, and if she can make this free throw here, the 5th one will come in. Otherwise, it'll just be a 4-player substitution for the moment. And she'll stay on the court for the moment. And that moment may have expired on that jump ball there. So 6:53 to go in the first half.
And it's going to be Kaylee Lowry that's coming in place of the shooter Dusek. The possession arrow is pointing Class B's way, so they will keep the basketball off the inbound underneath the basket. They swing it outside. And Could hear maybe a few calls for travel from fans in the stands. Referees letting it go on as Hall kicks it out. And now it's the substitute, Lowry. Back out on the perimeter with Shanelik. Trying to take it inside on 3 defenders. That was Alyssa St. Pierre. The whistle's going to come in.
I believe that foul's going on Emma Mogan, and if it is, it's her second.
And it's going to be not in the act of shooting, so another baseline inbound, practically the same spot. They get it out to Hall. Hall out on the perimeter, kicks it out, Shanelik. Now down low with Hall. Hall's got a matchup that she likes, but the defense collapsing around Hall. Nice team defense by Class A. Retaining possession, and now a blocking foul is going to be called.
What a play there by Mackenzie Hughes, the Thompson Tommy. It's almost like she's practiced that before.
Yeah. That is a nice little move to have in your arsenal right there as she pulls it out. And the victim was Emma Mogan, I believe. And Mogan now with her third.
Yeah, she's, I think that's the quickest that anybody's gotten to the third foul here in this series so far.
Yeah, we still got 6:19. It's tough to tell with the way that basket is angled over on the right-hand side scoreboard. But now 6:14 and counting here in just the first half, so that'll be something to watch out for as Mogan is in foul trouble.
Just ask myself and Cody how much that basket interferes with us seeing the clock. So. Cody joining us here on the broadcast, helping us out with camera and other things as needed. Certainly appreciate that. That was Gaulis. Go ahead.
Forcing up a tough shot. It draws off the front iron. Rebound goes out to Class B. Shanelik kicking it outside as the defense collapses in on her. Straightaway 3. That one looked good for a second, but it was just off to the left. And now Hakim with a block.
Hakim just took that ball and took it away from her. Like, that wasn't even fair.
Hakim has been a dominant force on both ends of the court when she's been in the game thus far. She's been a real difference maker for Class A. On the perimeter now, a step back jumper, and it's up and good. A 3-pointer for Ashton Kinnenbrew. Her first 3 points of the game, and it's a 9-point game on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. 26-17, Class A leads.
Here's Hughes with the basketball again.
And they're looking for an answer as Hughes, some tough defense from Gallus. Now out with Hall, back with Hughes. Hughes tries another 3. She's hit 2 already, but couldn't get the third one right there. Offensive board, and that one is blocked. Fitterer getting her hands on that one. She takes it the other way out in transition. Nice ball movement by Class A. That 3-pointer off the back iron. Offensive board goes out to Fitterer. Another straightaway 3. That one off the mark. Hakim giving chase, but deciding, maybe not deciding, as that was a tough one to lay out for right there.
I don't know if you saw it down at the other end there, but after that block shot, Lowry fell to the ground, and just in one fluid motion, J.C. Hall from Shiloh Christian reached out her hand, helped up her teammate, and they both got up smoothly and got down to the other end of the court to play defense. That was pretty amazing to see.
Wow, yeah. I'll have to go back and watch that one later tonight.
Well, hopefully we got it on camera, because usually we keep the camera on the action. So.
Oh, yeah.
But there was something that I saw that I'm not sure if it was on camera or not, and if it wasn't, no big deal. as I look over at our camera person to make sure that he knows we're not saying anything negative about him on the broadcast here, but anyway, let's take a quick time out here. We'll be back in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Alrighty, back in action after the timeout. It's going to be Class B with the basketball. They bring it up. They're trailing by 9 on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. 26-17 your score as we are about 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from halftime. Nice take inside, off the glass and in. Mackenzie Hughes with 2 more points, and she's been great offensively thus far for Class B. Going the other way. Gallus tries a long three. That one off the mark. Offensive board. Hakim, and it goes off the top of the backboard, and it's stuck up on top. And now we'll see who's going to be tasked with getting that ball down.
That will be something worth. Matter of fact, we'll just. They're going to be put on the spot here. They're going to be live on camera trying to get that ball down there.
Well, here we go. We saw something like this earlier during the basketball season. It was actually a Barnesville girls game.
Oh yeah,
the ball
I remember
trapped
that.
up on top, and now twice we've seen that, and the referee gets it on his first shot.
You know what? I'm disappointed. I was looking for a little bit more drama, a little bit more entertainment on that. That was too easy. But congratulations to the official there for getting the job done. Let's put it that way. So
you could see maybe a little bit of experience in that one. I wonder if that's something that they train the referees on, being able to get the ball out of tough places. If not, they should maybe get on that.
Yeah, I think that Barnesville game that you mentioned, Eric, I think like 3 players and both officials tried, and they all failed.
Yeah, I remember it was a solid 2 to 3 minute break in that game.
Yeah.
Some physical defensive play as the ball comes spilling out of the hands and into the hands of Lowry. Take inside, and it's going to be a foul called as the referee goes over to the scorer's table. That's going to be the first personal foul called on Ashley Holen. First free throw is off the mark. One more to come here. Chance to cut it to a 2-possession game. And it's off the mark. Offensive rebound, however, and a nice consolation. How about that? Alyssa St. Pierre, 3 names and 2 points. Beautiful offensive board and putback. Hakim trying to answer, and she's going to be hacked and go to the line as she was fighting down low in the middle of a mosh pit. First trip to the free throw line for Mo Hakim, who's been fantastic to say the least thus far in this game.
And I apologize to our viewers. I keep hitting the wrong side of the button to assign the points, so that's my bad. And it's correct, though, 26-21, and we'll see if Hakim can make it 27-21.
That first miss was big. It does keep it at a 2-possession game, even if this one does go in, which it does. Hakim 1 for 2, and it's a 6-point game. Now working quickly. It's St. Pierre. St. Pierre, who got the bucket last time, feeds it inside the Hall. Hall no good on the bucket, and the rebound goes out to Holen.
It's kind of funny that St. Pierre and J.C. Hall played against each other in the state tournament, and now they're playing with each other in the All-Star game.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of maybe would-be rivals team up now and play with each other, as you were saying. That pass going out of bounds. Not a pass. Actually.
Yeah, I think that was more of a lost balance and poked away type of deal.
Yeah. But regardless, the ball is going to be going out of bounds as we have a few substitutions for Class B. We'll see what exactly is going down here. I believe it's going to be a baseline inbounds. Well, now it looks like, I suppose that's the 7th foul, so it's going to be free throws, or free throw, I should say, with a chance for one more. It's going to be Hughes shooting the bonus.
Well, these two teams, I don't think they got into the bonus yesterday, but now they're into the bonus here with 3 minutes left in the first half. So, like I said, a much different game today than it was yesterday.
Absolutely, as Hughes' first and only free throw goes in and out. That pass searching for Hakim. Instead, that's going to get into the hands of Seaben. Seaben going the other way now, off the steal. And a nice take inside Seaben.
How about that?
Oh my goodness. Carly Seaben, sweet as can be. And it's 2 big points for Class B. It's a 4-point game here on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. 23-27 your score, and a timeout on the floor. But it looks like it's going to be a quick one, so we'll keep it here. But my goodness, maybe the bucket of the night thus far.
Yeah. If Class B can play some defense here, that bucket might be the transitional bucket that Class B needs to grab their first lead of the series.
That is a kind of play that would give a team a shot in the arm, as a foul is going to be called right there. It was Fitterer trying to take it inside, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2, as that's going to be the 5th foul on Class B. And the guilty party is Carly Sieben. First free throw is up and good from Fitterer. Now a 5-point game. And she got the second one as well. 2 for 2 from the line for Julia Fitterer. 29-23 your score.
Julia Fitterer, her team went undefeated last year, won the state championship.
Wow. Kubas with the turnaround. That one off the mark. Offensive rebound goes out to Hagel, and Hagel will draw the foul. So she won't get the putback, but she's got a chance for 2 points as she draws the 8th foul from Class A. And that one is going to be going on Hakim. That's her first. First free throw rattles in.
Well, you've heard me say it, and I think you've picked up on it. Points at the clock stop right now are big, even in the late part of the first half here in a single-digit ball game.
Well, those are words that I haven't heard in a few months, but a few months ago did hear them a lot, and I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. Good pick out right there as they'll get 1 point with the clock stopped, and now nearly a few more points added to the fold, as it was Sieben who came flying in out of nowhere, nearly got the steal, but it goes off of her hands out of bounds.
Well, Sieben been fairly aggressive here since she came in off the bench a few minutes ago on that most recent substitution. She's gotten a couple baskets and had a couple big defensive plays and almost had another one right there.
Yeah, she's certainly been a net positive for Class B thus far as they've cut the lead to 5. Watcha with the shot clock winding down. The ball ripped out of her hands. And a nice effort right there to keep the ball in bounds. Class B now in transition.
So they'll slow it down, set it up top here. Nice feed down low, but unfortunately, I think it's going to stay with Class B. I think it was kicked there by Class A's Emma Mogan.
And good eye right there. It's going to be an inbounds. Pass swung on now in the hands of Hagel. Hagel kicks it out. Sieben. Three-pointer on the way. That one off the mark. A nice hustle, nearly keeping it in bounds. I believe that was Cassie Sieben. Nope, that's number 13, Madeline Schmidt. And we've seen a few great hustle plays from Schmidt thus far. She kept the ball in bounds on the other end to get the ball into the hands of Class B. Nearly stolen away right there. Hagel coming inside. Now it's a three-pointer on the way from the corner. No good. That one from Martinson. Back with Martinson. Martinson now taking it inside, and that one denied by the orange, the rim. Scramble for the ball, and now I think it's going to be a timeout called.
Timeout.
And a smart timeout right there as some chaos broke out on the court. 29-24 your score on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. It's Class A with a 5-point lead. We'll be right back with the final 1:11 of the first half right after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. Timeout on the floor, and it is 29-24. Class A with the 5-point advantage on the Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard. Also want to say thanks to Essentia Health, Rainbow Shop, Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Uber Eats, Game Time, Sanford Health, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, and Bell Bank for being big supporters here of the Lions All-Star Series. And Class B comes up with a steal.
It was a nice steal right there, back in the hands of Schmidt, who's been a defensive menace over these past few minutes. Another big play to add to her catalog as we are now under a minute remaining in half number one. It's up top with Sieben. Sieben trying to take it inside. It was ripped away, but it looks like it's going to be a jump ball called. Jalen Martinson nearly getting the steal straight away. It will, however, remain in the hands of Class A as the possession arrow goes their way. Page will inbound, and she gets it out. Now it's Watcha. Martinson Back with Wacha. Thought about the catch and shoot. She'll reset. Page trying to feed it inside, and a few hands getting onto that ball, and it's stolen away. Here comes Sieben the other way. Nice find outside. Off the dribble, it's a pull-up mid-ranger. Off the glass, but no good. Watch how the rebound is. We're under half a minute remaining. 22 seconds and counting, and the ball going out of bounds with 20.8 remaining. Shot clock will be turned off.
That was exactly what I was going to say. That was going to cancel out the shot clock here. Now Class B with 19 seconds and counting. Yeah, 19 seconds and counting. Can take the final shot and see if they can pull this into a 3-point or two or 3-point game.
It's Sieben off the dribble. The way she's been playing looks like she wants it. She'll swing it out inside instead.
Short.
And Schmidt short with the three-pointer, as that's going to end half number one on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. 29-24 your score after one half of basketball. It's Class A with the 5-point lead. 1 half down and 1 half to go here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back with some halftime content right after these quick messages from your sponsors.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
The Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store, has life-giving gifts for every occasion. Gifts with meaning, gifts that change lives. Stop in and view their large selection of books, Bibles, jewelry, greeting cards, music and DVDs, home decor, and children's department. Many gifts to bring inspiration to family and loved ones. Call them 223-2422 and visit them online at bismarck.parable.com. For all your gift-giving needs, shop the Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store on South 7th Street in the Southridge Center Strip Mall, 1 block east of Kirkwood Mall in Bismarck.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh, yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats.
$50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, welcome back. It is 29-24 in favor of Class A on the Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard. Also want to say thanks to our other sponsors, including Essentia Health and the Rainbow Shot, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Uber Eats, Game Time, Sanford, Dakota Community Bank, and Trust in Bismarck, as well as Bell Bank for making broadcast coverage possible here of the Lions All-Star Series yesterday and today here on Magnitude Sports. We certainly appreciate all of their support, and if you have a chance to patronize those businesses, please do so, because without you supporting them, they cannot support us, and then we can't put these games on. That's kind of the domino effect of how that all works out. So, halftime, you ready, Eric?
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's see here. Let's take a look at the overall scoring here. We had 18 fouls for Class A compared to 5 for Class B. Emma Mogan in foul trouble with 3, and as a result, kind of didn't play the second half of the first half. Maybe a little bit here and there. Jiley Gullis with 2 fouls, and then 1 apiece for Ashley Holen, Moha Kim, and Sydney Gustafson. On the Class B side, Kaylee Lowry has 2, otherwise everybody else has 1. Carly Sieben, Hannah Hoggle, and J.C. Hall have 1 foul apiece. As far as points are concerned, let's see here. The leaders right now all have 7 points. You got Mackenzie Hughes with 7 for Class B, and you have Moha Kim and Jalen Martinson with 7 apiece for Class A. Other scorers for Class A include 5 for Riley Wacha, 2 for Jiley Gullis, 2 for Julia Fitterer, 3 for Ashlyn Holen, 3 for Ashton Kinderbrew. Other scorers for Class B include Julia Dusek with 4, Carly Sieben with 5, 2 for Alyssa St. Pierre, 3 for Abby Kubis, and another 3 for Hannah Hoggle, and 2 for J.C. Hall. So once again, your leaders on the Class B side, Mackenzie Hughes with 7. Your leaders on the Class A side, Moha Kim and Jalen Martinson with 7 apiece as well. Free throws, Class A was perfect. Class B was only made 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Class A was 7 of 7 from the free throw line. 2 for 2 for Riley Wacha, 2 for 2 for Julia Fitterer, 1 for 1 for Moha Kim, and 2 for 2 for Jalen Martinson. Free throws for Class B, 0 for 1 for Mackenzie Hughes, 1 for 2 for Julia Dusek, 0 for 2 for Elizabeth Shanelik, 0 for 2 for Kaylee Lowry, and 1 for 2 for Hannah Hoggle. And that wraps up your individual scoring here and fouls and stats for the halftime. So, Eric, your thoughts on the second half here. I don't know if you had a chance to watch yesterday's game, but if you did, then you'll probably have a better answer. If you didn't, then just go based upon what you saw in this game here. What does Class B have to do to, 1, get the 5 points they need to tie it, and then take the lead and come out with a victory here?
Well, I'll say this, based on what I've seen here from this first half, it's only a 5-point game. It's 2 possessions. I think a big thing to watch out for, you mentioned this, free throws. I think if they can step up their production at the line here in the second half, as Class A was perfect, 2 for 2, or excuse me, not 2 for 2, was it?
Class 7 for 7.
7 for 7.
Yep.
As opposed to, you said Class B only made about 3 free throws, 4 free throws in the first half. They certainly had their chances. They got to the line a little bit. I'd like to see him continue to go inside, get to the line a little bit more.
Yeah,
maybe cash in at the stripe.
Let me add this up because I just thought of something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they were 2 of 9. And they're down 5 right now. So if they go 9 for 9 or even go 7 of 9, this game is tied or they have a 2-point lead. So once again, we talked about points with the clock stopped, but in this scenario, it's points not made with the clock stopped. That's the difference on the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, they only have to improve by about half here in half number 2 from the line to make up those 5 points. I think that's going to be the big key here in half number 2. Close game on our hands, 29-24 your score.
Yeah, and don't forget the boys game coming up tonight at about 8 o'clock. If you're watching this game and you stick with us through the post game, as soon as this broadcast ends, you'll be automatically redirected towards the watch link for the boys game. So just hang tight, and we promise you it'll be as easy as possible, as easy as we know how to make it possible. Let's put it that way. 29-24 your score here on the Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard in favor of Class A. We'll take another timeout. We're about just shy of 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
The Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store, has life-giving gifts for every occasion. Gifts with meaning, gifts that change lives. Stop in and view their large selection of books, Bibles, jewelry, greeting cards, music and DVDs, home decor, and children's department. Many gifts to bring inspiration to family and loved ones. Call them 223-2422 and visit them online at bismarck.parable.com. For all your gift-giving needs, shop the Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store on South 7th Street in the Southridge Center Strip Mall, 1 block east of Kirkwood Mall in Bismarck.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Alrighty, welcome back here to West Fargo High School. Out in West Fargo, North Dakota, that's the site for today's basketball game. Class A and Class B, the two teams here in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Game 1 of 2 here on Magnitude Sports. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, we've got the boys game coming up right after this, about 8 o'clock scheduled, tentatively speaking, for the opening tip. It's 7:01 your local time right now, 7:01 in the 7:01, and we're about 10 seconds away from starting half number 2. We'll see how these lineups shake out. I believe it's going to be the same starters in half 1 for half 2. Riley Watch is going to be inbounding it for Class A.
Certainly appears to be the case. So
some fans filing back in as basketball is about to resume, and here we go. Watch will inbound, and we're back in action. Ramsey Brown on the ball as she gets it right back. Now here's Hakim on the perimeter. Brown gets a screen from Hakim. Hakim looking to roll. Now out in the hands of Alex Page. Page trying to feed it inside to Hakim. The ball bouncing around. Some tough defense here from Class B. Now an open shot on the way. That one rimming it out. Hakim the offensive board. Back up and in. And it's a good start for Class A. Mo Hakim with the offensive putback. First 2 points of the second half.
She now has the distinguished leading honor of leading scorer for both teams. 9 points for Hakim, and nobody in double digits yet.
Well, we'll see. Hakim has a chance to be the first to double digits as Class A gets the rebound. They're going the other way off the miss. They're trying to feed inside to Hakim, and it's stolen away. Now out in transition, the pass out to Dusek. Dusek taking it inside, can't quite get the roll.
And another fight there between Wacha and I believe for Class B it was Cassie Sieben who was battling for the ball there. Possession will favor Class B, and once again 31-24, so 2-0 Class A here in the second half, and they need a basket here. They need to keep it within that 5-point area for this second half if they want a chance to come out with a W in this one.
Well, it's going to be Hagel on the ball as they do search for that basket. Long three on the way from Sieben. Off the mark, a fight for the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. That one off the hands of Julia Dusek. Well, one thing I gotta say for sure what I've taken away from this game, you would not tell that this is a quote-unquote exhibition game. The physicality between these two teams has been phenomenal thus far.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there, and that's even stepped up a little bit from last night too. This is a completely different all-star game from what we saw yesterday.
That straightaway three off the mark, and I think it was Hakim that got her hand on it, judged by one of her teammates trying to save the ball back in bounds. Now quickly in transition, off the glass and in. That's a nice move and take right there for Taylor Fay.
It's the Fargo-Davies connection. Watch it to Fay. Watch it getting the assist there.
And those two Eagles have contributed to the third and fourth points of half number 2. That a miss as it's going to be chased down by Hagel, but she can't quite keep it in bounds.
That basket by Fay for her first 2 points of the game. Both Eagles had 10 points in the game yesterday.
We'll see if that's a sign of things to come or not here in half number 2.
Correction on that. Fay had 10, Wacha had 8 yesterday, so not both 10, but pretty close. Out of bounds. They'll go back to Class B.
This is a good chance right here for Class B to get their first points of the second half, as it's a 4-0 run to start off for Class A, and they've seen the lead increase to 9. Out on the perimeter, Hagel swinging it all the way around. It's a long pass and a long three off the mark. Fight for the offensive board, and it's going to be won by Dusek. Now they'll reset up top. Hagel driving inside, ripped away, nice steal. That's going to be in the hands of Brown. Now here's Fay. Fay has it blocked away. Trying to keep it in bounds, and it's going to be going the other way. Fantastic hustle by Mackenzie Hughes, who had to pretty much get on her tippy toes to stay in bounds with the ball right there, almost like a wide receiver trying to keep their feet in bounds. And she was able to get the ball off away to another teammate, and it takes a few deflections and goes the way of Class B. They've got the ball down 9. Dusek swings it out. Here's Carly Sieben. Back with Carly Sieben. That was a bullet pass from Hughes right there.
Yeah.
Off the dribble, the floater, and it couldn't quite float into the basket. In transition, 3-on-2, and now quickly becomes 3-on-3, nearly getting the roll right there. That was
with the
Ramsey
rebound.
Brown. And a nice rebound, and now another floater attempt and that one won't go either. Hakim corralling the miss. Tempo starting to pick up here, as you can see some substitutions getting ready for Class A, but first a bucket, and that one from Alex Page, and now it looks like we'll have substitutions as a timeout is going to be called. 16:44 remaining on the clock here in half number 2, and it's a double-digit lead for Class A. They lead by 11, 35-24 on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a quick break as well and be right back after a quick word from your sponsor.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick. That's Sir Patrick. Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Alrighty, we rejoin you here. 16:44 showing on the clock, and it's an 11-point lead for Class A. Class B with the basketball. It's going to be Sam Ose who will be inbounding it. And Ose gets it out to Madeline Schmidt. Schmidt back with Ose. Ose will set a screen. Class B looking to trim into the deficit. They're facing a double-digit deficit for sure the first time in the second half, and I believe the first time in the game. There's a nice pass attempt by Ose as she tried to get it back inside to Schmidt, but it's stolen away, and here comes Class A. Three-pointer on the way. It's a wide open three, and it's off the mark, but there to clean it up, there's Jalen Martinson. Martinson camping out down low and cleaning up the glass, and she gets 2 points for a reward, and how about that? What an answer, and one. Count the bucket and the foul. Madeline Schmidt's going to go to the line for a chance for a three-point play and to cut the lead to 10.
That's her first basket of the game, and matter of fact, with the exception of Hakim and Martinson, everybody who scored in the second half didn't have points in the first half.
Wow. And it is a good three-point play as the free throw will roll in. Maybe a momentum booster for Class B, who has seen this game swing the way of Class A thus far in the second half.
Defense needed here, and that one rattles in and out, and they'll get the rebound. J.C. Hall will come away with it.
Now in transition, chance to get it back to single digits. It's a nice feed inside, reverse layup, and it's in.
How about that for Kubis?
How about that is right. Almost looked like she was maybe 2 feet taller. She would have been able to dunk that one, but it was a beautiful reverse layup, and just like that, it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, back to an
8-point game.
Back to a single-digit lead here. Once again, it was 75-54 yesterday, the final score, but at halftime it was 40-21, so a 19-point difference today. It was only a 5-point difference at halftime, and right now we're sitting at a 7-point differential.
A jump ball is going to be called. It's going to swing the way of Class A, as Ose nearly able to come away with that one in time. She got the shot up and good, with the whistle blowing it dead. Some more substitutions as well, as Jiley Gaulis comes in.
And that's intercepted there. Couldn't see who that was.
In transition, the shot on the way, and it's going to be a foul called.
She's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, Shanelik, there we go. That looks right. She'll go to the free throw line.
And here are the free throws that we were talking about during halftime. Some big free throws upcoming for Class B as they've got a chance to break the 30-point mark. Shanelik's first rattling in and out. And it's been that kind of night at the line thus far for Class B. Just a tough break right there, but she'll have a chance to redeem herself with this shot. And she can't, as that one is short. Nearly rebounded by Hall, but it ends up in the hands of Class A. Nice give and go right there, taking it inside. Couldn't quite get the bucket, was Martinson. But how about the team play with the passing?
Shanelik with the ball again.
And no reset up top. Off the dribble, it's going to be Schmidt. Some tough defense, and now Shanelik hitting the deck. Fight for the ball, referee coming in, and another jump ball. This one going the way of Class B. Officials will call a timeout with that jump ball. It's going to be Class B basketball. 37-29 your score on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. Timeout on the floor, timeout in the booth as well. Back in a moment after this.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
Alrighty, welcome back. Back in action. 14:38 showing on the clock here in half number 2. And it's going to be free throws. Actually, no, not free throws. It's going to be an inbounds on the far side. Class B with the basketball. Now out on the perimeter in the hands of Kubas. And she gets out to Shanelik. Shot clock expiring.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Neither did I, actually. I sort of just foolishly assumed that the shot clock was reset to 30, but obviously not, as the timeout was called. And I guess that must have been the case down on the court as well, because that was one of the more anticlimactic shot clock violations that we've seen. And it gets the ball back in the hands of Class A. A tough take inside. How about the move to draw the foul and going to the line? That's going to be Julia Fitterer.
This will be the second trip for Fitterer to the line. She scored both of her points so far on 2-for-2 shot attempt earlier in the first half.
And the free throw battle, once again, like we were talking about. We'll see what Class A has in store at the line. And the first one, rimming off short.
That's the first miss from the line today.
Wow, yeah, it is.
They were 7 for 7 prior to that miss.
Now they'll have to settle for 8 for 9 as that one goes in. And it's a 9-point game. Driving baseline is Shanelik. She'll swing it out. Now here's Schmidt. Schmidt with some tough defense from Gallus. Ball going out of bounds. More substitutions coming in. This time it's Class B's turn for, almost feels like a line change in hockey.
Yeah.
5 for 5 right there. We'll see what their second line is made of right here.
So it'll be Alyssa St. Pierre, the Trenton Tiger, triggering the inbounds pass.
St. Pierre will swing it out to Hughes. Hughes trying to shake free of Gallus, and Hughes. Beautiful move, but just couldn't quite get the finish.
You couldn't ask for an easier shot than that. It's too bad she couldn't capitalize on it.
Now here's Class A. That one a feed down low looking for Kinnebrew. The ball going out of bounds, going the other way. It's a turnover for Class A. As we have 13:35 showing on the clock here in half number 2. Still a close game on our hands here. 9 points separating these two teams. Bringing it up is Mackenzie Hughes. Now on the ball, that's St. Pierre. Lowry. Now a kick outside, corner 3, and it was an open look. That one falling just short, as Cassie Sieben can't quite get the three-pointer to fall. Gallus on the dribble drive. Gallus, the finger roll, smooth as silk.
That's something else right there.
My goodness. 11-point game, and Class A breaking the 40-point mark. And out on the other end is Hughes with a layup of her own. Redemption for Mackenzie Hughes, as she missed her previous layup attempt, but gets that one to go. Now a tough turnaround, can't fall for Martinson. Martinson's second effort saves it. How about the hustle from Jalen Martinson? Gallus will try the three. Gallus hits the three.
Kind of had a feeling that one was going in.
Jiley Gallus with the triple, and it's a 12-point game. What a shot.
That's her first 3 of the game. She's been a scoring machine for the Bismarck Demons.
And nearly a stealing machine as well as she tries to rip the ball away. There's a fight between her and Kaylee Lowry, and timeout is going to be called. 12:13 showing on the clock here. 43-31 showing on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. More basketball upcoming. Don't go anywhere. We'll be.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Alrighty, welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, it's going to be an inbounds for Class B. They trail by 12 after the Jiley Gallus three-pointer. We'll see what answer they have in store. It's been a good game of basketball thus far. Now we'll see as the referee blows that one dead. 15 on the shot clock. Halfway gone after the timeout. Taking it inside. Nice feed inside, and it's blocked away. Wacha. What a block from Riley Wacha, and she'll swing it out going the other way in transition. Step back two-pointer if it goes, and it's off the mark. Flying in for the rebound is going to be Cassie Sieben, and she gets fouled in the process. Want to give an assist to Cody right there, picking out the shot clock as something you think I'd be more privy to after missing it out of the last timeout, but I guess not. So now the next timeout I better know for sure. How about that from Hughes, who nearly got what might have been the bucket of the game. Behind the back, taking it inside with the floater, but it falls just short.
Cassie Sieben protecting that ball like I did for the puddle of mud drumstick that was thrown into the crowd at the concert when I was tackled by a half a crowd of people trying to get it. I know you weren't expecting that, but when I saw that, I thought of me in that situation.
Off the dribble, watch a tough shot, won't go. Offensive board, no good right there. That one off the mark from Page. And it's going to be staying here as the ball goes out of bounds. Inbounds coming underneath the basket on the baseline. Wacha will inbound. Hakim wants it. Hakim gets it. Out on the corner of the three-point line. Now off the dribble, taking it inside. Can't get the roll. The ball swatted out of bounds, and it's going the other way. It'll be Kaylee Lowry that'll inbounds it, as Jiley Gallus will come up and supply some pressure for Mackenzie Hughes. He's bringing it up as we approach the 11-minute mark of half number 2.
Well, that's one thing about all-star games is, like you mentioned, you missed the shot clock on a couple occasions, but you know that's not nothing to hold against you, because I mean it's been months for all of us since we've done the last basketball game, and I've noticed the same thing when we've done let's try this again, when Magnitude has done all-star volleyball. And then the all-star softball game is right at the end of the softball season, so that one isn't really tricky. But
nice shot right there by Ramsey Brown. 2 more points for Class A. They lead by 14, their biggest lead of the game.
That all-star volleyball match usually happening in June, and the season ends in, I believe, November, if I remember correctly. So that's like a 6-7 month break between the 2 games.
You might as well just treat that as a warm-up for the upcoming volleyball season at that point.
Actually. I have in the past.
Whistle's going to blow, and it's going to be a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. 10:40 showing on the clock, 45-31 on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. Back in a moment after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Alrighty, we rejoin you here live from West Fargo, North Dakota, as it's the second installment of the Class A versus Class B girls here in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. Live on Magnitude Sports, 10:40 remaining in half number 2 of game number 1. Of course, we got the boys coming up right after this. Here's Wacha. Wacha trying to take it inside. Now she kicks back out. Off the dribble, Ramsey Brown. Page swings it out. Holland. Wacha directing traffic as there's 7 on the shot clock. They'll feed it inside to Hakim, and Hakim can't get it to go. It did hit the rim. It'll be a new 30 for Class A. Nearly stolen away, and now a tough shot on the way, and it's off the front iron by Alex Page. Page will save it and get it out to Hakim. Hakim inside, and that one won't go.
They couldn't buy a basket on that possession.
Almost seemed like the hoop was covered with saran wrap right there, as they couldn't get it to fall in. Class B with a chance maybe to take advantage now. It's a straightaway 3, and that bounces off the front iron. Nice offensive board, however. Sam Oast flying in, and she draws the foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. The straightaway 3 was from Abby Kubas, who couldn't quite get it to fall, but they will get a chance for 2 points here at the free throw line. And the first one rattling in, and there's that break that Class B was looking for from the free throw line. And maybe that's the start of things to come. Sometimes all you need to see is that ball go in the hoop. Second one falling short. Nice offensive rebound, however. Dusek flying in for the board. And she gets fouled, and so now she'll go to the line. 2 for Dusek upcoming. 13-point game, a chance to trim it to 11 with these 2 free throws. And the first one up and good. 9:47 remaining in half number 2. And the second free throw also good. Julia Dusek, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and it's an 11-point game. Wacha running point. Has her pick of screens to choose from, and now she'll take it off the left-hand side. Some tough defense, and Wacha hits the deck. The ball bouncing around, and now it goes into the hands out of Ramsey Brown. Brown trying to jumper. Brown hits the jumper from the free throw line. A big 2 points right there from Ramsey Brown to bring it back to a 13-point game. Dusek loses it nearly. It'll end up in the hands out in the corner. Out of Schmidt. Now inside, it's Oast trying to get it to fall. That was a tough shot, and it's ripped away. Nice hustle by Brown. Now trying to take it inside. A tough shot on the way. Ashley Holland can't get it to fall, but she will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. It's going to be the second personal foul going against Sam Oast, as well as the second team foul. And the first free throw, money. Second one, money as well. 2 for 2 from the line. Ashley Holland makes it count. Going quickly now off the inbound. They'll feed it inside to Oast. Oast working on Hakim, and she gets it to go. How about the post moves by Sam Oast? Big 2 points right there. Wacha with some tough defense, and too tough of defense. Foul is going to be called. That one on Harley Sieben. The third team foul on Class B. Sieben's second personal. Wacha will inbound on the far side, but first an official's timeout. We'll take a quick break and be right back right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. what impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Alrighty, back in action, about to get the second half resumed. 8:39 showing on the clock. Your score 49-36 on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. Class A with the upper hand as we are winding down in essentially the fourth quarter of this game now, as we were talking about during break. Interesting and worth noting that Class B, they play 4 quarters while they play 2 20-minute halves in Class A, and that is certainly something to keep an eye out on, as that's a nice feed inside to Wacha, and Wacha can't get it to go. Rebound goes out to Ose. And now some pressure, Hakim supplying some defense. Class B going the other way. Kubas, and she'll look for an opening. She gets it out to Carly Sieben. Sieben being defended, and she'll swing it off. Back with Kubas. Kubas with a tough take. No good on the shot. The rebound is going to go out to Hakim. Another defensive rebound for Mo Hakim. I know we don't necessarily keep track of rebounds, but I'd imagine she'd be approaching the double digits in that category.
Usually I do keep track of rebounds, but it's been 3 months since I've taken stats.
I don't blame you. Shot off the mark as it trickles out of bounds. It's going to be a foul called on Class B, their 4th. And it's going to be the first on Julia Dusek. At the line shooting too. It's going to be Alex Page. And Page's first free throw is up and good, as we have another mass substitution for both these two teams. Players checking in and out. Second free throw to come is now Class A breaking the 50-point mark. And now at 51 after the second free throw up and good. Alex Page, 2 for 2 from the free throw line right there. And she'll go get a well-deserved rest over on the bench as the final substitution is made.
4 points for Alex Page, all 4 of them here in the second half. 7:40 and counting to go.
Class B could really use a bucket. It's St. Pierre feeding it inside the Hall. Hall tries to turn around. Tough contested defense on the shot. That's supplied by Fay. Now driving baseline is Holland who kicks it out. Tough jumper off the back iron and no good. Flying in for the offensive rebound. How about that? Ashton Kinnenbrew.
Put her in the circus on the tightrope.
Well, no kidding, my goodness. Shot clock almost halfway gone at 16 and counting. Pass a bit long, chase being given, and a nice job. Jalen Martinson running it down, and now Martinson getting stripped. Here comes Class B the other way. It's Shanelik trying to get it off the glass, but the glass saying not so fast. Stop and pop. And it can't drop, it goes in and out. That would have been a nice bucket from Ashley Holland, but instead a rebound goes out to Class B. Off the dribble, Hughes. Hughes falling down on the ground, and now a tough break right there as Shanelik was trying to save it, but it looks like she made contact with the ball while it was out of bounds.
Yep.
And it's going to go the other way.
51-36 now here in favor of Class A as they start to pull away with it here late in the second half on the Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard.
And the tempo of this game starting to slow down a little bit. As soon as I say that, a quick corner 3 is launched, but you can certainly tell Class A maybe trying to milk a little bit of that clock. Class B having a lot of points to make up and time not necessarily on their side. Shanelik off the dribble. She'll try to lay up, and how about that take? Elizabeth Shanelik with 2 points. And it's a 13-point game. Just under 6 minutes remaining as we crack the egg on 6 minutes.
I said that yesterday.
5:54 and counting. Was waiting to pull that one out. Off the dribble, it's going to be blocked, but foul.
Well, if you're really, really looking to use that term, you know, the first pitch of every batter at a baseball game would break the eggs on the 0-0 count.
There you go. I like that. Maybe I will have to use that tomorrow.
We'll have 4 baseball games for you tomorrow. Eric will have the Post 400 Stars versus the Mandan Chiefs. And I'll be in Kindred for Post 117 versus the Post 400 Astros. So both those games starting at 5:30 with the second set of games starting at 7:30.
Kinnebrew 1 for 2 at the line. 52-38 your score on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. 5:40 and counting in this game. It's Shanelik on the ball. Shanelik trying to feed it inside the hole. Nice defense to knock that pass away. That was Taylor Fay supplying the swat. Substitutions as well here. One player checking in for Class A and a new 5 coming in for Class B. Carly Sieben will take the inbound.
Okay, I'll give West Fargo credit now. The fans have really filled up this building, so.
Should be in for a rockin' atmosphere the rest of the night, as that was nearly a rockin' bucket. But on the follow, nice second effort right there. That one going up and in from Julia Dusick. 12-point game. Falling down, and possession going to be retained by Class A. That'll stop the clock at 5:13 as well. Looks like just fixing of the equipment right here, I think. There's a brief stoppage in play. Well, now it looks like, unfortunately, it is Emma Mogan who is coming off the court. Certainly something you don't want to see ever, but hopefully she will be okay, as she's going to be getting looked at over on the sideline. So checking in now will be Jiley Gallus. Gallus with the inbound, and a nice find inside. Julia Fitterer with 2 more points. 14-point game with 5 remaining. Dusick feeding it inside, almost a heck of a block.
They called a jump ball on that. I'm kind of surprised.
Wow, yeah.
Oh wait, no they didn't. He's signaling in the foul. Looked like he had 2 thumbs up on that. So that so therefore I was surprised, because it wasn't a jump ball.
It's Ose at the line shooting 2, and her first one off the mark. Second free throw rattling in and out, and another unfortunate break from the charity stripe. Gallus corralling it, going quickly. Nice find.
Nice.
Open corner 3 on the way, and that one just short by Fitterer. But Jiley Gallus with some point guard expertise right there, with a beautiful pass off some nice dribbling. Now some nice ball movement here by Class B. Trying to find an open look, but nice closeout defense from Class A.
There's Gallus again with the loose ball rebound off the baseline. She'll bring it all the way back, and as you said, flip that pass out. And shots aren't dropping, but everything else is to the textbook.
Jiley Gallus, as that one is up and in. Nice take right there by Samantha Ose, 2 more points. But Jiley Gallus has been a real spark plug off the bench here in both these halves for Class A. They lead by 12. And it's Gallus on the ball, and she'll feed it inside. How about that pass? Taylor Fay, 2 more points. Welcome to the Jiley Gallus show. Trying to answer the three-pointer, and that's a nice stop and pop from Carly Sieben. Sieben, who's been another fantastic player. She cuts the lead to 11 for Class B. Ball back with Gallus. Calling her own number this time, nearly got the bucket. On the follow, that one won't fall either. Ose the rebound. She's surrounded by two Class A defenders, and now quickly in transition. Shot on the way, and one! Carly Sieben hit a three-pointer. She's got a chance for 3 more with a 3-point play right here, and it's a single-digit ball game. 47-56 the score with the chance to make it 48.
Could definitely get one more like that, one more and one opportunity. That'd really fuel up the tank with some confidence there for Class B.
It's an 8-point game with 3:10 remaining. Here comes Gallus. Sieben will defend, and those two been putting on a show over the past few minutes. Now it's with Fitterer. Off to Martinson. Martinson tries a shot. Martinson banks it in. What a big answer. It's a 2-point bank shot for Jalen Martinson. 3-pointer, that one won't go. Martinson the rebound. And that's exactly what Class A needed to maybe quash any hopes of a comeback. Off the drive, and that's a beautiful layup.
Gallus, just like I said earlier, she was a scoring machine for Bismarck High, and now she's starting to pour in the points here in the All-Star game.
Jiley Gallus makes it 60-48 with 2:37 remaining. Timeout on the floor, and it's going to be a quick one, so we'll stay right here. But boy, what an entertaining second half, especially down the stretch right here. Both teams making big plays. Bringing the ball up is going to be Hughes for Class B. Hughes barking out instructions. He's going to be picked up defensively by Gustafson. Now she'll feed it inside. The intended receiver of that pass was Kubas as the ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be staying right here. Hughes will inbound. Swing it out. Shanelik kicks it out. Hughes the three-pointer. Off the mark, and Hakim the rebound. Nearly stolen away, and now a fight for the ball. And the referee is going to put his 2 thumbs up for a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing the way of Class B. They'll keep possession.
Well, down 12 with 2:18 to go, and now
off the inbound. Driving inside, that's going to be Madeline Schmidt. Back out with Hughes. Hughes lost it, and it's in the hands of Hakim. As we approach the 2-minute warning, 2:04 and counting. And you got to imagine Class A in no hurry on this possession.
I like those football references in the last 90 seconds there.
Yeah. That pass is going to be nearly stolen away. It's corralled, and a nice feed inside trying to look for Alex Page. Now a scramble for the ball with 1:46 showing on the clock.
Well, a fun tidbit about Jiley Gallus. She actually trained back when she was a little younger, like before high school, with our color guy from yesterday, Matt Mitzel. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's a little tidbit there. Matt Mitzel, of course, had his son Jaden was supposed to play in this game last year, but it was knocked out due to COVID, and just it's like I said, it's fun to see people, not alone just a game, but people to watch the game. So.
First free throw is up and good from Hughes. It certainly is a small world, isn't it?
Most definitely.
49-60 your score with one more free throw to come. And it's up and good. Mackenzie Hughes 2 for 2 that trip around. And now she's supplying pressure as Riley Wacha will bring it up. Wacha with some nice dribbling behind the back right there. Now out with Emma Mogan. Referee is going to call a foul. 10-point game, 60-50 your score with 1:35 showing on the clock. Substitution as well, it's going to be Samantha Ost coming in.
And now you start to see the get your best players in there, try to win it type of substitutions, and not the 5-in-5 out type of deal.
Yeah, it certainly looks like that they're just trying to close this game out right here. As Hakim's shot is no good. Thought about the three-pointer, she'll pass it out. Now Hughes taking it inside, can't get it off the glass, and a big rebound for Riley Wacha.
Yeah, Class B needs to start playing some perfect basketball starting now if they want to get back into this. They still have a chance, but it's a big uphill climb with down 10 with a little over a minute and change to go.
Well, I'll say this is certainly a game where if Class B would be to win, it's a game where I think the Class B fans would probably storm the court.
Kind of like a state championship game, huh?
Yeah. But Riley Watcha is going to make that task all the more difficult as she sinks her first free throw. She's got a chance to put the game at 12 points, and she does.
Riley Watcha 4 for 4 and 4 of her 7 points from the free throw line.
And that certainly seems to be one of the differences in this game thus far, as now a timeout is going to be called. And we'll take a timeout as well. Quick one, as we'll be right back. 12-point game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store, has life-giving gifts for every occasion. Gifts with meaning, gifts that change lives. Stop in and view their large selection of books, Bibles, jewelry, greeting cards, music and DVDs, home decor, and children's department. Many gifts to bring inspiration to family and loved ones. Call them 223-2422 and visit them online at bismarck.parable.com. For all your gift-giving needs, shop the Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store on South 7th Street in the Southridge Center Strip Mall, 1 block east of Kirkwood Mall in Bismarck.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the Magnitude Sports Media Network in our presentation for the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. 12-point lead for Class A with 1:19 remaining, as they're going to look to close out this game and take home the sweep. The girls will, at least, as they took home the victory last night as well. That one out in Bismarck. And of course, coming up right after this, we'll bring you live coverage of the boys game as well, as they'll look for the sweep. The Class A boys will. Here comes Mackenzie Hughes. Hughes will get a screen from Ose. Now Hakim picking her up defensively. Looking for an opening down low to Ose. Nice pass inside. And a whistle's going to come in as Julia Dusick lost control of the ball.
I think there's a foul. Yep, there is a foul on the play, and that is the 8th team. Both teams are in the bonus now, as both teams have 8 fouls.
Here's the free throw from Dusick. And it's off the mark, so she won't get to shoot a second one. It ends up in the hands of Watcha. Now just under 1 minute remaining here, 57 seconds and counting. Watcha getting a screen from Hakim as the double team comes in. And the referee is going to get a foul called on that one. That's going to go on Kaylee Lowry, I believe at least. I don't see Lowry out on the court, actually. Looked like the referee put up 2 ones right there to signify number 11. But I must be mistaken. Is that it actually, he must be meaning a 1 and 1. That certainly makes more sense.
Yep, 1 and 1, yep. Make
so
one to get one. Is it Watcha?
End of the 1 and 1, and it's up and in from Watcha.
Riley Watcha 5 for 5 from the free throw line. 2 in the first, now 3 and 4th on coming here.
Textbook.
Riley Watcha had that 3 early in the first half, and then since then all of her points come from the charity stripe.
Sometimes that's just how you got to do it, and been a big factor in this 14-point deficit, or lead I should say, for Class A, deficit for Class B, who has the ball. And it's Ose swinging it out to Hughes. Now here's Sieben. Long 3 on the way from Hughes. That one falling short and trickling out of bounds. 36.6 now on the clock. Shot clock and game clock separated by 6.6 seconds. So Class A will not be able to just hold on to the ball as Hakim has it. And she will hold on to the ball just for right now. Now she gets it out to Kinnebrew. Back with Kinnebrew. As the shot clock is halfway gone. Now at 12 and counting.
Probably thinking missed shot, get an offensive board, and then cancel this thing out, or let Class B have the final shot.
There's a nice take by Hakim off the glass, and now with 5 seconds remaining, I have to imagine this is going to be the final possession of the game as Ose works it inside off the mark, and that's going to do it. We have ourselves your final score here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network and on the Nodak Insurance scoreboard. 66-50 Class A. The girls get the sweep over Class B. They win last night And they win tonight as well, both out in Bismarck and West Fargo. And you can see the players out and shaking hands. We've got some slight post-game coverage coming up in a matter of moments here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll get that taken care of before we start up the Class A, Class B boys game.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep it right here for now. We're going to go over the numbers here, but apparently they're going to do this quicker than they originally told me. So, I think no, never mind. They're just going to give it a plaque to each of the players. So we will keep it here for that presentation. And while they're doing that, we'll add up some numbers.
Number 2, Mackenzie Peters. Number 3, Sam Oates. Number 4, Julia Kuchik. Number 5, Carly Sheehan. Number 10, Beth Chandler. Number 11, Haley Lowry. Number 12, Cassie Seaton. Number 13, Madeline Schmidt. Number 14, Alyssa St. Pierre. Number 32, Abby Kubas. Number 35, Hannah Hago. And number 40, J.C. Hall. The coaches, assistant coach from Central Cass, Jay Bachman. And the head coach from Grafton, Lori Seaman. Once again, a round of applause for the Class B Girls All-Star Basketball Team. Now for the Class A Girls. Alternates, Kate Music of Shanley. Ella Foxy. Michaela Anderson. Jaden Dieterle. Jasmine Sumgrove. And Brooklyn King. Number 12, Emma Hogan. Number 14, Riley Wacha. Number 15, Taylor Fay. Number 21, Jacqueline Lewis. Number 22, Alex May. Number 23, Julia Ferrer. Number 24, Ashley Holman. Number 25, Reggie Brown. Number 30, Ashton Penrose. Number 31, Cole Akim. Number 34, Jalen Martinson. And number 44 is Sydney Gustafson. The coaches, Steve Jacobson. And the head coach, Ron Metz. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Head coach Ron Metz has not lost a basketball game as a head coach this year. Wow.
Ladies and coaches, we know that you want to take photos. We ask that you go to the...
All right, so the boys are going to come out and warm up, and then they'll go through starting lineups, then we'll have another presentation. Let's go over the numbers for the girls right now. 66-50 your final score in favor of Class A. Leading the way for the Class A girls it was Riley Wacha and Jiley Gaulis both with, oh, I'm sorry, nope, there's second leading scores. Jalen Martinson at 13, Moha Kim at 12. Those are your two leaders. And then Riley Wacha and Jiley Gaulis had 9 apiece. Those are your top 4 scorers for Class A. Other scorers include Taylor Fay with 4, Alex Page with 4, Julia Fitterer with 5, Ashlyn Holland with 3, 4 apiece for Ramsey Brown and Ashton Kinnebrew, and that rounds up your scoring. Check out these numbers. Riley Wacha, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Alex Page, 2 for 2. Jalen Martinson, 2 for 2. Moha Kim, 1 for 1. They only missed 2 free throws in the entire game. Ashton Kinnebrew, 1 for 2, and Julia Fitterer, 4 for 5, for a team total of 16 for 18, or 89% from the free throw line. And for Class B, your leaders were Mackenzie Hughes and Carly Sieben, both with 11 points each. Other scorers include Sam Oss with 5, Julia Dusek with 6, 2 for Elizabeth Shanalik, 3 for Madeline Schmidt, 2 for Alyssa St. Pierre, 5 for Abby Kubis, 3 for Hannah Hagel, and 2 for JC Hall. Free throws, Mackenzie Hughes 2 for 3, Sam Oss 1 for 2, Julia Dusek 3 for 4, Carly Sieben 1 for 1, Elizabeth Shanalik 0 for 2, Madeline Schmidt 1 for 1, and Hannah Hagel 1 for 2. And as a team, they were 9 of 15, or 60% from the free throw line. That's going to wrap up our coverage of the girls' game. We're going to go off air. We'll be back on air in about 5 minutes with the boys' game here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again soon.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.